Welcome to Scundered. I'm Teresa Livingstone, and this is a podcast about embarrassing stories. I have strong Auntie vibes for my guest today. He is a... I'll explain what that means in a minute. I feel like his auntie.
Yes. I thought you meant I look like an auntie or something. Or
I'm sitting here with my Auntie Glenda.
Auntie vibes coming from me. I love.
It's the beard.
Yeah.
He's a stand-up comedian. He's got a phenomenal online content. If you look at some of these clips, they are brilliant. But I tell you what, I'm going to use your Insta bio to introduce you because this sums you up better than I can. Right? He's a mystical imp, Captain Titty Sprinkles, and stand-up comedian. It's James McKegney.
Hey. I can explain them all.
Please do. Captain Titty Sprinkles first.
Captain Titty Sprinkles. Titty Sprinkles is the name I have in Snapchat. And it's not even an interesting story, but I was watching Gavin and Stacey when I first got Snapchat.
Oh, I see.
And she was like, hello, Titty Sprinkles. And I was like, well, that's funny. So I want
more authority, so I'll call myself Captain Titty Sprinkles.
But now anytime, like, I can't believe I still have Snapchat. I need to delete it. But now anytime anyone adds me in Snapchat, they're like, are you Titty Sprinkles? And I'm like, yeah, that's actually me. They're like, okay. This sounds like some weird porn.
What? Yeah, I do. But what's the cutoff for Snapchat, do you think? At what age do you think?
For me, like 10 years ago. Yeah. It tortures my life. I don't enjoy it.
I don't know many adults on it.
The only reason... Sorry.
No.
The only reason we have it is we had two group chats, like my core friend group from school, and we still talk on it.
Okay.
But I'm like, lads, we need to get rid of this.
That's very hard to migrate over and all agree that you're going to go onto LinkedIn or something and just have professional conversations.
LinkedIn is it's the next one. Like,
Captain Titty Sprinkles. Sprinkles. Just put limited at the end of it, like
LTD, and just start applying for every job going.
Yeah. Oh, I'd say you'd get some interest. What about Mystical Imp?
Mystical Imp was a bizarre story. I was just walking down the town when I was like 18, and this is like the closest thing I've had to like it felt paranormal and bizarre. But these like three weird hippie looking people I've never seen in the town before just approached me when I was walking down the road. They were just like, oh man, you look like a wee imp, like, and all. So I was like, all right. And they're like, yeah, you look quite mystical and all. And I was like, okay. And they're like, you can do whatever you want to do with your life. And I was like, just going to buy bananas. And they were like, no, you really can. And I was like, okay. And they were like, what age? And I was like, 18. And they're like, oh, we thought you were like 27. And I was like,
oh my God.
But they were like, we mystical imp. And that always stuck with me. Do you know what? Like,
come with us.
Yeah. It gave me this like insane like delusions of grandeur that I was like, that was God. And I can do anything. Do you know what I mean?
That was God, and he smelled like weed. But it was definitely God.
And then that's always just stuck with me.
Oh, James, I feel I can totally see that because I just found you standing outside a bar outside.
Literally
10 minutes ago. We were supposed to meet here, but you stood outside a bar and had a wee pint of Guinness.
And it just,
I love that for you.
We met perfectly. Well, it's because I was at Lavery's last night, and because I was off today, I was like, let's have pints. Yes. And I only had about 4, but I woke up still because I'm 32 now.
Oh, God, like, you're so old.
No, but the hangovers are brutal. And I went to watch Fantastic Four, and it wasn't even a sad part. And I was like, why am I crying?
Oh, I know. I was
like, why am I crying?
It's the same as
him saying flame on.
If you ever watch a film on a plane, it's suddenly all your emotions are completely heightened. And I remember once I was flying over, it was like a work thing. So I wasn't like with friends or family, but we were going on this flight, and I decided to watch My Sister's Keeper.
Oh,
have you ever seen that film?
Is that the one where...
Horrendous. It's about a girl whose sister is dying, and she finds out her family only had her to get her organs.
Oh my Christ. Jesus.
And it's a romantic comedy.
Delicious organs.
not in a tasty way. In more of a, so she would be able to donate the organs if her sister needed them.
My God.
And then she decides to say no. And then they all cry. And then I can't remember, somebody dies. Anyway, it's a real sob fest. And it would be sad normally, but because I was on a flight and I'd had a gin at that altitude, I was inconsolable. Like completely like shuddering, like shoulders shaking and everything. And the guys beside me were just like, she all right? She's giving a presentation and we arrive. But you not get that? I get that on planes,
no,
just me.
I just started knowing that like I just get weirdly emotional when I'm hungover. Like, and it started the first time I ever experienced it. I was dying and I was watching like Strongman, and it was like one of them just made a lift, and I was like, strong bastards. Fair play to them. And I said, why am I crying right now? I feel like I'm going to cry remembering it.
Oh, I can see it actually tearing up in your eyes. It does. It happens. It happens.
Yeah.
This is what hangovers are like now. Welcome to your 30s.
It's so bizarre. Like,
You'll go through it now for the next 10 years and you'll get on the other side where I don't have hangover. I don't really get them anymore.
That
so
explains,
it's just a little, it's a wee
my
rite of
mother.
passage. Yes.
Yeah. Her and her sisters every weekend are just taking turns at each other's house. And
You just gotta stick at it.
Smashed. I'm like, how are you doing that?
I actually don't want to ask what age your mum is because I feel like I'd be closer in age to her than
No,
to
she's
you.
like 63.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. Good.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm sure she doesn't look it.
No, she really doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, and then her sister is in her, I think she's coming 70 or she's 70.
Mm-hmm.
And she, to this day, is just going to every concert going. And she's always like, shots, lads. And we're like, lad, calm the fuck.
That's the auntie I want to be. See, I give off auntie energy, I think, to any comedian who's under the age of 35. I do feel very, I don't know why, I have this maternal instinct to sort of be like, come here, give you a fiver and just fold it into your hand when nobody's looking.
No, I swear to God, like, when me and Mark first met you, we always said that. We're like, oh, it's like auntie. She's like, are we auntie? And all.
Mark McCartney?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know.
Actually, I feel awful old now that I'm saying it. I met you when I was like 34, 35.
And he was like 29 or something.
Okay, right. No, that's the problem.
But no, we always got that auntie vibe.
Where did I meet you? Was that at a gig in Derry or Oma or something? There was some charity thing, for alcoholics or no people who or something.
Was that gig? Was that the one we met at?
The one that Connor Keys used to run?
Yeah, I was talking about that last night because it traumatized me.
And so it was a dry.
Yeah.
It wasn't for alcoholics. That's probably not correct at all. I think it was for
You're
the
like,
charity.
you just need to stick at it. The hangovers will go.
I'm like, you all gave up too easily. Just going to push through those hangovers. No, it was. Oh, I'm getting it all mixed up now. Because I remember doing that with Mark.
But that was terrible.
1 year, and they were tough going. I appreciated getting the gig.
But it was terrible because like whoever was playing the music before, the song that was playing before I went on stage was Everybody Hurts. I said, what are you doing? These people are already sad. And then they were all like, average age was like 60 to 80. And I was like, do you ever be on Tinder? And all this and they're like, no. I was like, fuck.
Tinder, that's what my house was made of when it burnt to the ground. Way before I did comedy, I was in a documentary made by like a wee local.
Right.
This is just a brag now. I was a big star. No, I was in a documentary about my granny who used to be a singer. I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but it was it was great crack, and I was a working teacher. I had no experience doing anything other than that. But because she was my granny, they said, do you want to make this documentary with us? And I was like, all right.
Sure.
So we went to New York, right?
Oh, sick.
And I got to go and interview all these people who'd seen her perform in New York in the 50s, right? So they took me to the Irish American Centre in Queens, which is great. And it's kind of like a lot of people like who are a bit older would sort of go there, like a day centre type thing, and reminisce about the old country and that sort of thing. So they brought me in as this Bridie Gallagher's granddaughter to sing to them all. And we only had one cameraman. So he was like, I'm going to have to film this a few times. I'm going to have to get all the different angles. So I'll film you first. So I got up on stage with all these people who were in their like 80s and 90s. And they'd all moved to New York in the 50s and had never gone home. You know, they'd left their families behind. So I got up and I sang a song called Goodbye Johnny Dear, which is a real like, goodbye Johnny Dear. It's about a man leaving saying goodbye to his mummy. Okay. And every single one of them was like, they're all sitting there just like depressed out of, And there's like a big finish and I was like, it's the last line of something like, don't forget your dear old mother when she's buried beneath the sea or something like that, right? And then I was like,
she's a pirate.
She's Osama bin Laden, just buried her at sea. No, I was like, she's buried, or maybe it's beneath the grave. I don't know.
Buried at
sea. Why would they be buried at sea? Oh dear. Anyway.
Yeah.
So at the end, they were all very upset. And I went, thank you for putting up with that. And then the cameraman went, no, now remember, we need to do it again. So I'm going to get the audience this expression this time. So they turned the camera around and then they made me sing it again to them. So they were all sitting there like sniveling and sort of settling themselves. And then I started in again just with the most depressing song. So they all sat and they were really sort of like, it started crying again. And then he said, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to move around now. And by this time, some of them were just they were like wheeling themselves off in their wheelchairs. just started
Like, I'm ending it.
abandoning. I'm off to sea.
I'm way to see, like, I can't do this again.
But it was the most depressing song
Oh my
I could.
God.
It wasn't even like a wee jolly song to sort of cheer you
Yeah.
up about Ireland. I was like, remember when you left your mother and then she died? Anyway, she's buried at sea for some
Oh,
reason.
that's brilliant.
Yeah, depressing gigs. But how was Lavery's last night?
Lavery's was very fun the past couple of days, yeah. No, it was. I always love a wee Lavery set, you know.
And so you're working towards your
Working
photo
toward,
show.
Yes, working toward my first wee solo show in the Ulster Sports Club.
Oh, Jesus, for a minute I did think you were going to say Ulster Hall. I was like, get out.
I did say that on somebody's podcast. And I was like, no, wait, no, Ulster Sports Club, much
And what's
smaller.
it called?
It's just called Homo Sapièn. Mm-hmm. And that for no reason other than...
Well, you are one.
I'm a man and I'm a homo, so Homo Sapièn. That was literally it. I was like, oh, it sounds kind of all right.
Where do you come up with your ideas, James?
So it's really deep process.
You've been doing stand up for a good while now, and this is
Yeah.
your first. Your
This
first
is my
solo
first
show.
thing, yeah. But
It
it's
better be good.
I
That's what I'm
know we
saying.
need to be fucking good after all this. Like the amount of because I don't really have clips up, and the amount of people that like I meet or become friends with or I work with, they're like, "Oh my god, you did! I'd love to see a clip," and I'm like, I need to get a show online so I can just
You
be
want
like,
proper
direct them
clips?
toward that. But I also didn't want to do. It was only last year and this year that I actually felt, oh, I could do a show that I'd be happy with.
Yeah.
Like, whereas all before that, I was like, I can't put any clips out. These will not be.
Yeah,
these will
yeah,
not be
yeah.
good. Like, and
Yeah.
I didn't want.
I think that's the right way to do it.
Yeah,
Because
just slow
you can
and
run
steady.
to it far too quickly, and then
Yeah.
it'll just be like everyone be like, "Oh, well, I wouldn't bother doing that again." You
Yeah,
want
I know.
people to be like, "Wow."
Yeah, I didn't want my mom and dad to come see the solo show to be like, this is what
you've been.
this is why you don't have a job. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh my goodness! And you're going to be recording it.
Yeah, recording it.
Yeah.
So yeah, gonna put it together, make it look really funky and cool. Get it on YouTube's and Instagram. Yeah, let's just get all the wee clips. Out.
And tell us what date it is because we can.
Yes, the 9th of October,
9th of October.
Yeah.
Am I here? Yes, I am
Thursday.
here. Right.
Yes, oh my god, come down, please.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I'm a great audience member.
Yes.
I don't make it all about me at all. I'm sort of like I've told this story before, but I was an extra in an ad for road safety here.
All right.
Like about 15 years ago. And they ended up nearly taking me off because every time we're meant to be at a funeral in the scene, and every time the camera came past me, I'd be like looking down the angle and going,
Holding your business card.
play the piano. So they're like, woman, get to the back. But yeah, no, that's brilliant. And so you'll have your family and everything at it.
Yeah, and like
And
there's-
do they see you?
My mom's seen me a few times. I only let her see me like maybe in the last 3 years. And I was like, right, no, you can come see me. So because my sisters, I think, came to one of my like second or third Laveries unannounced, and
Oh.
I died
Oh no.
when I just started seeing
no.
them, and then died for the rest of the set. And then after that, it was very much like, no, that was good. And I was
many-
like, it was not good.
How many sisters do you have?
3 sisters.
Oh wow.
I know.
Are you the baby?
No, I'm the second oldest, or no, but sorry, second youngest. So
Okay.
I had 2 older sisters, and then me. We're all like few years apart, and then 10 years later, Neve came along.
Right,
Wee
okay.
accident. Yeah,
We say that to the youngest in our family.
she knows
as
it.
well.
She knows it. Ma literally was like, "Yeah, that was not meant to happen." Yeah, and then my auntie got jealous, and she had a baby like 10 years after
After
her
her.
youngest child as well.
Is this just a challenge? Are they going to just keep going until they can be the oldest one to have a surprise baby?
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. So I bet are your sisters like, would they slag you off, or are they really like?
No, do you know what? Everybody
love you.
says like, well, oh, what was that like? Was it like a tough household to live in? But they're actually all really nice. Unfortunately, yeah.
I get that vibe. I think if it had been a tough household to live in, you'd be a bit of a twat.
Yeah, I'd be a cunt. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they know they were lovely. Genuinely, yeah.
And are any of them funny?
Yeah, I think.
What a
right,
weird, stupid question that
I know-
is. I've
no.
just heard myself, and I'm like, oh, really? That's like a real
Are
radio.
they fucking
that's
funny,
a,
are they?
that's a, no, it felt more like a Radio Ulster question when they ask
Yes.
comedians things like, and tell me, where do the laughs come from?
I know, and you're like, oh, that's working. So I just jump around jobs to find the perfect job to work with gigs, and every time you get a new job, you just like when they find out you do comedy, it's months of.
Do you know?
You can put that in your set, and you're just like,
here's a wee sketch for your show,
Aye,
for a
or-
wee skit for your wee comedy show. And you're like, thank you.
I know, and it's like, oh, I'll write that down. Or if like somebody's like maybe like funny in their friend group, I keep encountering this like in
Yeah.
workplaces. If someone's funny in their friend group, when they find out you do comedy, they're almost like borderline offended.
Threatened.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they start like being really weird and being like, you're not that funny. I'm just kidding.
I know.
And
I
you're
know.
like, I'm not funny at work because I want to kill myself. So I'm just waiting till I leave. Do you know, I'm not being paid to be funny here. I just want to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know exactly. And those people typically tend to show up in gigs as well as the ones who are like, I'm the funny one in the group
is
here.
me. This is my
I'm
night.
not happy about it being you. But yeah, I get that a lot. And no offense to the people I still work with, but they they do say a lot. I bet you get lots of material here for your shows. I'm like, I don't.
You're like, I'm brain dead here. You're like, I hate this place so much. Yeah. That's me at every job. I'm just like, nope.
What's
no
the
material.
what's been your worst job? Now, you can't talk obviously about your current one or you lose it.
Surprisingly, it is actually a pretty good job, my current one.
Yeah,
but,
okay. What's been your most soul destroying one?
Oh, I worked at Amazon warehouse.
you?
Yeah, did you?
No, it did.
Sorry.
Royal Mail.
Oh, so it's
Oh well,
similar
is that
vibe,
not the
like-
elite version of Amazon? Is that not thrones and all and soft cushions?
Yeah, we'll have like
No.
a changing of the shift.
We're in the big beef feeder. I'm confused about what we're talking about. But no, but the Amazon warehouses, like
Yeah,
the
so
ones where you're not allowed to take piss breaks and
So you are allowed to take piss break, technically, but they're like, but
it's frowned
but
upon.
if you keep doing that, if you keep pissing,
you keep insisting on having a bodily function.
we're going to be very
gonna
upset
HR.
with you. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So and you get a wee like wrist phone thing, but
Yeah.
it has like all your jobs you're doing, and every job is timed. And if you're like overtime too often, they'll have a talk with you, and they're like, "You're fucking up the factory."
Jesus.
And if you're like scanning things and you miss scan like more than 3 things in one shift, they'll come down to you and
They'll
they'll be like,
electrocute you.
even like cattle project. Like, but yeah, I showed
Holy
up.
shit.
It was like the last time I showed up hungover to a job because I was scanning stuff and I like had 9 missed scans. I was like, oh my god, they're probably gonna stab me at this point. They're gonna drag me back and shoot me in the chest. And the boy came up to me and was like, "Yeah, mate, just like," he was like friendly with me, but he was my supervisor at that point. He's like, "I just want to let you know, like, just please stop doing that." And if
Please stop doing
like, don't get any more mistakes. And I was like, "No worry, mate." I'm literally, by the time he was like 5 meters away, I scanned 3 more things wrong. He just looked at the thing, turned around, and he was like, and they just had me like pushing boxes the rest of the day. But
Do they have? I imagine they have some sort of motorized robot to escort you out the building, just like get them.
yeah,
Oh, there's a hole in the
to
floor.
the
They're just like,
incinerator.
shit.
but
That's
it's-
that's a
it's all-
horrendous way to work.
I know it's all the lines are being replaced by robots as well. So one of the lines got replaced, and they had all these meetings with the staff. They're like, "Isn't this great?" And we're like, "You're telling everybody they're losing their
yeah,
job."
yeah.
Like, I don't think they're happy about it. Like, I didn't care because I was like, "Please fire me," so I don't
Oh
have to.
my god.
But yeah, so there's 4 lines, and I think 2 of them were all machine based by the time I was leaving. But yeah, the job just wasn't
And
great. It was just like physically annoying, like,
draining
yeah.
and boring, but it's the being monitored on your. Jeez, would they be sort of like, I see your heart rate went up there, and you're looking at something you weren't supposed to look at at 4:05?
yeah.
Was that like the Royal Mail? Was it a little bit gentler?
We
than
didn't
that?
have the whole like phone on the wrist thing, like,
Yeah.
but it was just like soul destroying, like scanning boxes all day, like.
Yeah.
And during COVID too, like, so it was just mental every
Yeah.
single day because all the shops were closed, so everyone was ordering online.
Right enough.
Did
You
you
were never
s-
busier.
Yeah, did you see they had one of them meetings where they show the new technology and stuff? One of the companies came up and they were like, "We're able to scan employees' brainwaves. Like if they're not thinking about work, we
Oh.
can like get them to bring it back to work." And they were presented as
What?
this lovey-dovey happy thing. And I was like, that is the most
That's the most
fucked up
sinister thing I've ever heard.
ever heard. Like,
So, but they're going to be like monitoring your brain.
yeah, to the point where you're like, not your thoughts, but like,
Monitoring your thinking, are they watching us?
yeah, like not your thoughts, but if you're like, do you know when you get like tired of you're shutting
Yeah.
down, you're getting distracted or whatever the fuck, they were like, we'll like get people to bring it back up and all, or do wee
my.
things to get them more locked in. I'm like, that is insane.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Oh my god.
I
So
know.
were you doing comedy at the time when you were working there?
yeah. This is sort of like 2 years ago.
Oh right.
Yeah. hmm
So that's funny because I don't think do you do material about working
No,
at
I never
Amazon?
do any material about
No,
any.
about your actual life.
Do I do material about my actual life? No, my material's all just like this bizarre, like fake, like version of me.
Yeah.
But I don't know where, like, this sounds so weird. I don't know where it comes from. Like,
Yeah.
But I actually don't. Like, I never write with the thought, like, or maybe be like, it'll go as deep as right, I've got a da. Right, here's a joke about a da.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
never like actual real life.
Yes.
Maybe there will be one day. But I
Yeah.
just haven't got there
When you
yet.
have to do your second show, and you'd be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
all right, sisters.
Yeah.
We're laying it all
Yes.
bare.
It does sound like the beginning of a joke, like
Yeah.
having 3 sisters. And I had
Yes.
3 sisters.
Yeah.
And the first one, do you know what I mean? Like,
You
it
see,
does.
I'm one of 3 sisters, and I have a brother, so that's why I empathise.
Oh, yeah. Did
Yes.
you just torture him?
No, he was the baby.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I got that vibe that you were maybe
I
the
think
little
it's-
brother with
But I
3
think
sisters.
I think I get something similar because Ma just kind of left me to my own devices. She was like, "You'll be fine, go on out," and I loved it. I was like, "Sweet,"
I'm
and she was
sure.
like down on them, like
Of course.
after school, she'd be sitting at the edge of their bed, being like, "How was today?" And they're like, "Fuck off," Ma." And I just never got into that. So
Yeah.
buzzing, very happy about that.
Typical son. Typical boy in the family.
I know.
Let me just get this up here because it's fallen over here. The embarrassing stories, James, you don't seem to have very
I was just
many.
I think I'm just generally an embarrassing person. Like I was saying, I was like borderline crying
You're
the
not-
Fantastic Four.
just this
And-
afternoon.
Yeah, just like an hour ago.
Was there anybody else in the cinema?
I was literally the only person there, so I was like lethal.
The dream. I
was wheeling.
love that. I actually, this is how I know I'm getting old. I went to the 4DX cinema recently. Have you been in one of them? Oh my God, have you been in one of them? It is absolutely insane. And I don't know what possessed us, but so Fraser, my husband, he's like, we'll have to go and see something in this cinema. I really want to do it. Mainly because he wants to see how much it'll annoy me.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is the one that it's not, the seats move in time
I
with
have
the
been to that.
screen.
Sorry, yes.
Water sprays in your face
Yeah.
if there's something happening and there's wind in your head, right? And I was like, fine, we'll go and see it. So we went to see Nobody 2, right? You know the
Okay.
sequel, right? Where
Yes.
it's just, I loved the first film, right? But it's basically every scene is just a bit of filler before the next fight scene,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
So we sat down in this and there was quite a few people in there. And I was expecting it just to be occasionally you might feel a bit of a shudder. And you see at the start, it sort of threw us up in the air, basically. Some water went in my face because he was pouring a cup of coffee on screen. And suddenly I'm getting water and steam in my face. And then a bright light started flashing in my eye. And I started, screaming. I was like, I went, there's a light in my eye, right? And Fraser was like, shut up.
One of the
I'm like,
cinema staff just decks you out of nowhere. It's
I was
immersive.
the ultimate Karen. I was just like, there's a light in my eye. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ah. Like popcorn went everywhere. Eventually, like you could see people around us getting up moving. They were like, this is stuff.
fuck's wrong
Go
with
down.
this? Yeah.
Go down. Somebody brought their granny. I went,
God.
I couldn't watch more than 5 minutes because I sat on the edge of the seat waiting for another. I was like, there's another fight's going to happen. We're going to get punched again. Fraser's like, we don't have to stay. We can go. I was going, no. We bought the tickets. I'll stay. And I said, yes, I had whiplash for like 3 days afterwards. I went, I'm just going to the toilet. And I went outside to one of the like kids who was working outside. I went, excuse me, are there any chairs in the cinema that aren't hooked up to the 4DX experience? And she just went, I don't even know what you mean. And I was like, is there a chair in there for people who just like to watch the film? And she went, no. I was like, well, I guess I'll go back in then. So went in. I was going to sit on the stairs at one point because I was like, I can't bear this.
that exact thing. Like, so we went to see Scream. The first Scream was like re-shown in the cinema.
Oh, yes.
But it was like the 40X, but I didn't realize again also, and it was like jolt. I was like, I'm not
It's
going to be able to
so
stick
violent.
this. But you know, every time someone was stabbed, you got poked in the back.
Yes.
Yeah, I literally thought like some dude behind me was. I was like, fuck me,
That's
father.
It was like, you know,
Do you
those
know what I mean?
massage chairs you get where it
It's
has
just a
it.
pure-
So whenever someone gets stabbed or punched, you get a punch in the back. And I was like, in what shape or form is this entertaining?
I know. I was like, this is just annoying. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stick this.
If it was a film that was made with that in mind, I think it would be really good fun. Like maybe something like Fast and the Furious. Like
Yeah.
something like that where you don't actually need to be watching or
I
understand what's
seen
happening.
Avatar in it.
Oh yeah, how was
That's
that?
probably the sort of thing.
It was just again
Where
though.
you're
It was a wee
going
bit
on a
over
wee-
the top.
Yeah,
Like see when they were flying on the back of them fucking things, they were
Yeah.
you were all over the place. Like
Yeah. And the wee puffs of air, every time someone got punched, it's like somebody blew in my face. Like, and I was just like, it just feels like a really annoying person behind you, just like punching you, like poking his dick into your back the whole way. So it's just like, please stop.
me and William went to Amsterdam to make a video once, and we're the worst people to make videos because we hired a videographer, sorry,
Yeah.
took him to Amsterdam,
Yes.
and then he said, "What are we shooting?" We were like, "We don't know." He was
We
like,
were
"Have you got-"
hoping you knew.
He was like, "Have you got a
Any
script?"
ideas?
We were like, "No, not really." We had like a bottle of juice we were going to try sell to locals, and it effectively fell apart because we were like, we got to the airport that morning on the way to Amsterdam like 7 a.m. I got like 2 pints each and 3 shots and slept the whole first day in Amsterdam.
my
Got up
goodness.
the next day, hungover.
Yeah.
Tried to talk to the people from there. Didn't want anything to do with us. The only thing we got from that whole experience was we accidentally interviewed some 18-year-old like Australian kid or American who had just come out from having sex with a prostitute.
Oh my God.
And he was pure shifty. We were like, "What have you been up to today?" And he was like, "Nothing." And we got around him. He was like, "Oh, I was in there with the prostitute or like a sex worker and we hooked up and all." We were like, "Okay," like laughing away. And he was just like, he left. And we just sat there talking, and he came back like 5 minutes later. He's like, "Lads, please delete
Please
that.
don't
Please,
show
my
it."
parents."
Oh my
He asked, he was
God.
like, "Can I see your social media? How big are you?" "Oh no, please delete it. Please
Oh,
delete it."
God.
Shitting himself. So we didn't really know what to do. So we just went out that night, and we ended up in one of these immersive cinemas, but it was like showing porn.
Yeah.
We were like, "Oh, this will be fun." So we went in.
Water in your face.
Yeah, that's the thing. It was just porn, but
Yeah.
the seats were not linked up to anything that was happening. So they'd be having
right.
sex, and you'd be like, like foam was coming out, and we're like, "What is happening here?" And it was not
At least
related.
sync it up with the screen, please. I'm not enjoying myself. So I wouldn't say it's the same experience. I had something worse when I was in Amsterdam. I went on this is a really bad story. I went on this bus tour right here.
Yeah.
You know the way I'm an auntie. I went. No, it wasn't like an Ulster bus tour or anything. It was a Kentucky tour, which is like a big Australian travel thing for people like Club 18 to 30 type age range, right?
Yeah.
It's just for Australians to travel around Europe in 15 days. And I don't know how or why, but I ended up on one of these. This was when I was like 22, and I went by myself. I just went. I was a bit mad. So I went on this tour around Europe with about 48 Australians. Right, just by myself. And I just arrived on the bus and I was all, "Hiya, I'm a teacher from Northern Ireland." They were like, "What are you doing here?" I was like, "I don't know." But anyway,
don't know
let's
what's wrong with
go
me.
see Europe. So they didn't. It was really good fun, and I had a very, very good time. Far too good a time. But anyway, we went to Amsterdam, and part of the tour was every day the tour guide would be on the bus and he would send a list on a clipboard around the bus, and you had to tick all the things you wanted to take part in, like
Okay.
a wee excursion to the Anne Frank Museum or something like
nice.
this. So I didn't even read. I just ticked all. I was just like tick, 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 right? And so we all had a day like going to the museums, going and eating and drinking or whatever. And then he said, "Right, everyone who's going for the theatre visit, we'll meet down in the hostel of like front door at about 7. I was like, "Grand."
Yeah.
So I got down to the front door. It was just loads of guys and me, and I was like, "Oh, is there no girls to this?" And they were like, "No." And I was like, "Oh well, there's no appreciation for the arts." And off we went to what was a gorgeous looking, like proper looking theatre, right?
Yeah.
And we all sort of filed in, and there was 2 guys I was sitting with, and it was only like day 2 of the tour, so I hadn't even met everybody yet properly. And they were like, I can't do an Australian accent, "You're a bit of a goer, Teresa, aren't you?" And I was like, "A goer of the theatre? To the theatre?" "Yes, I
You're
am."
sitting there with a wee thing.
I was like trying to buy a programme. "Excuse me, who's in the cast?" So it's only when we sat down, they were like, this is a live sex show,
Oh yeah.
right?
Okay.
So I was, only because I am so polite, I was like, "Well, it'd be rude to leave now." So I was sat in the middle, like of a big long line, like a big row of people, and I was in the middle, and I was like, I kind of want to go, but I don't really know how to get out of here.
Trip over all the boners.
I know. I could rather
sorry.
just stay where I am. I don't actually want to stand up. So and there was like a guy going around taking like drinks orders and everything. So nobody was really talking to each other, but I was going, excuse me, can I get a gin and tonic and some salt and vinegar crisp, please?" The guy was like, "What?" I was like, "I'm here for the show." So it was horrific. It'd be
I've
different
heard,
if it
yeah.
was just like a film. It'd be fine,
Yeah.
right? But it was live. And there was several different acts that happened beforehand. It was like people coming on and doing striptease and all that, which is all very mild. And then it was just so depressing. It wasn't
I've heard
even
this.
like, "Oh, I can appreciate the lighting," or there was some nice coordination there. Literally was just 2 people came out at the end
Giving it nothing.
and had like
Just-
the most soulless looking Oh my God, it was awful.
No, yeah. Can you
It was
imagine that though? Like,
awful. And I was just sat there just being like, when do we applaud? Like, when do you clap?
just like, oh, was that him? Okay. Very nice.
Or just hearing that on stage.
I just you by yourself as you're leaving. But
Anyway, that was horrific. I might not put this episode out. I am a professional.
oh my God.
But
Busters though, well. We did Florida. So my third year in uni was a placement to Florida. And it was like to be a barman waiter at a country club, but there was like piles of us, piles of South
God.
Africans, piles of people from the UK. And the couple that organised it took us to Miami one night. And we were watching the Miami Heat game, Flo Rida was singing, and then one of the girls that was with us just fully vanished. And it was like, we were like, oh, she's probably floating about. After the game, she was like, where's she at? Like, nobody knew. And then we were like, holy shit, she's actually like just not here.
yeah.
So then the whole thing was just like searching for like 2 hours. We were like, fuck, where is she? And then the people that organised the trip were like, we're actually getting tired. We're going to jump back in the bus. You can stay and look for. We're like 20. We were like, oh my God. And they just fucked off.
Left
we just had to spend the night in Florida looking for this doll, like booked accommodation, and everybody was steaming. Oh, it was crazy. Everybody was steaming, and there was one of the girls with us was like hysterical. And we were all like trying to stay calm, and she just cracked, and she was like, we have to start checking the water. We were like, oh my God, can you calm the fuck?
Let's take it down
you just
enough.
sit down a wee bit.
Putting on her scuba gear.
I was like, what? But yeah, it turned out the girl that went missing just got really drunk and jumped in a taxi and was like, take me back to Palm Beach.
Oh my God.
And she said, like, it's like a 3-hour drive. She said an hour and a half into the drive, she started realizing what she'd done. And she was like, oh my God, I have no fucking money. And the taxi driver like heard her say this, and he was like, you've got no more money to pay me now. And pulled up to our estate, and the police were already there because he like rang the police.
Oh, had he, right?
Yeah, to get this money. And she panicked and went to one of the other houses of ones that were staying there that didn't go to the game, who were like massive weed smokers. And she just brought like 6 police to their house, like right to their front door. And it was the one night they were like, we'll have a wee sober night tonight.
Oh,
and then the
really?
fucking police kicked the door, and they're like, Jesus, for like $200 to pay this taxi.
Oh,
so then they paid it off.
God.
Yeah. I don't even know how I got to that. But
Well,
yeah,
we were talking about being young abroad. You were working in country clubs. Was
in a
that like
country
the
club,
most elite, horrendous people?
Do you know what they were? They were quite. There was just really old millionaires, just full of it. Yeah, and they were all white, of course.
Yeah.
But the club was like, right, we can't be racist, so they had like one black family amongst like 300 white rich people. Like,
See, yes, I know.
But yeah, it was great. But it was like the same club Venus and Serena Williams trained their tennis at, like Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy played there at the golf clubs and stuff. But it was just a cool experience at that age because you were just 20 in Miami being
amazing,
being a drunk lunatic. Yeah, do you know who I met?
Trolling the waters for missing girls.
Yeah. That's just a wee blip in the whole trip.
Who'd you meet?
We met. Do you remember that viral guy who just ran in front of a camera and was like, "Fuck her in the pussy"? Do you remember that? Do you remember that guy? Did you see that guy?
He's nodding.
Yeah.
No?
So it was this random.
Which
dude
camera?
On the news.
On the news?
Yeah,
no.
so there was a news report, and this guy just ran by and went, "Fuck her in the pussy," and then ran off, and then he became like a celebrity in America.
It was like an early meme.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
And we were at a nightclub one night, and he was doing a guest appearance.
Was he just saying that over the microphone?
And people were getting photos of this guy.
Of course.
So this is you can be.
It's like their version of the Frostbit boy.
Yeah, that was their dude. And you can really be a celebrity for
anything.
Literally anything. He had an agent and everything.
Oh, for God's sake. Why do I bother? Like,
can you imagine that was
I
your
bother?
set? Walking in the bush. And everyone's like,
yay! Doesn't matter. 100 million followers on Instagram. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Your clips. So
sorry for even bringing that up. That guy.
I apologize. So yes, you and William make a lot of really funny videos together. Are you doing any more?
So we did the whole priesthood pride thing.
Yes.
And that kind of kicked off. And we did 3 of them.
Uh-huh.
So, but the next thing, we are working on a wee thing. We're recording the video for it on the 27th of this month.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't even want to like give it away
Oh,
yet.
don't then. No, that's okay.
But it's kind of.
I wonder,
It's
is
going to
there
be
something-
a musical element to it.
I wonder, is it something that's happening on the 27th?
No, it's not.
all right,
that was
okay.
just when we finally got it
All right.
booked to record.
Okay.
But it's going to be like a musical side project type thing.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, how exciting. You can tell me, well, we
I'll
can
show
talk
you,
about
I'll
it
show you the
afterwards.
song after.
Right, okay.
Shit. It's a
Why
song.
was the 9 fight painful? That's my first question.
Here, you can be on it if
But
you
I
want
can-
in the video.
Yeah.
Oh my God, come down.
100%.
We need a crew.
A crew? No, I'm
in
not
the
coming
video.
down to hold the freaking camera.
No,
for
we
you.
need a crew.
Oh, you need like backing
like
dancers?
backing like our crew in the video.
Do you need someone who's perimenopausal?
Absolutely. All the best crews have them.
Just one auntie in the background, giving people beers. Just
Yeah.
don't tell your dad.
Oh my
There you
God, yeah, no, please actually come down. I want that to happen.
Right, I'm going to ask you. So these are really stupid, and I haven't done some for a while. So if you don't have that many embarrassing stories, so I'm going to ask you: would you rather?
I'm sure I do, but
I think you do. I think you're lying, but
they're-
anyway,
they're
I'll go with it.
They're unspeakable. At
In
this
fact,
point.
you do. For a minute,
You do. I know you're embarrassing.
I have seen video footage of you falling off a 2-inch stage.
Yes,
So
yes.
tell us what happened there.
So we were all at the Lavery's comedians Christmas do, and we were meant to do a pub crawl, and it lasted 2 pubs to the point we were all blackout at this point.
Yeah.
'Cause Mickey just kept being like, cocktails. He was just, I don't know what he was on that night, but he was just cocktails to the table non-stop. Colin got involved, and he was like, fuck a pub crawl, let's just go back to Lavery's.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what I was thinking because I had work at like 7 a.m. the next day. And do you know
Oh my God.
Do you know them nights where you're just like, you're not even thinking, you're like, another one. And it just got to the point where it was me, Mickey, and William shirtless on the stage dancing to It's Raining Men. And
I'd forgotten that was
yeah, yeah. And we were all just trying to out-dance each other. I was getting really into it. I was like, no, I need to be the best dancer. So William pulled down Mickey's trousers and started like smacking his ass. And I was like, I got to outdo him. So I did a wee move. Like I twirled and stepped off the stage. And the stage was this.
very
height.
small. Yeah.
And stepped and broke one of my ankles. And then I was like, oh, went to stand on the other foot, broke it as well.
You broke both?
Broke both my
Oh,
ankles.
jeez.
Yeah,
oh
and then
my God.
but I didn't even realize I broke them because I was
You were
so
so hammered,
drunk.
yeah.
It was just like, oh, something's not right here. Because I was like down.
I think my shoe's falling off.
Yeah, I was like down Spider-Man posing it. And I was like, something's not right. I'll try and stand up.
God.
And then I stood and just fell flat on my face because my feet were no
That's
longer
insane.
connected to my legs.
Oh my God.
And I was just lying face down, shirtless in the middle of Lavery's for like 2 songs. And
for 2 songs.
it was pure.
I love how they rushed to your
It was
side.
so edgy. It was so long. Like Butler had the perfect video. We got everything. It looked like it was set up, and he just like zoomed to me, passed out, and I'm just face down. And then eventually, someone came over to me and they're like, "What are you doing?
Are you alive,
Are you
by
doing?
the way?"
Are you doing a bit?" And I was just like lying like this, and I was like, "I think I broke
Holy
my ankles there, lads." And they
I
were like,
can't believe they left you there for 2
Oh, it
songs
was ages.
dancing over you. Oh my God.
they were like, I was like, "I think I broke my ankles, lads." And they were like, "Nah, there's no way
Yeah,
you
yeah,
broke your
yeah.
ankles." And I was like, "No, I swear to fuck."
You fell off a step, James.
Yeah, and they were like, "No, right, we'll take you in the green room." So they lifted me up and made me walk to the green room. So I was like, crack, 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 crack. Whole end, they set me down. And I don't even remember saying this, but Robbie McShane, who's a great comedian, said I just kept going, "Oh, it's so gay that I broke my ankles. I can't believe I broke my ankles. That's really gay, you know. Such a gay way to break your ankles. Fall off a stage." I don't even know what it meant.
I know.
And,
I was like, is it?
And I was like, no, they were like, holy shit. Because I got tears coming down my eyes and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're my cheeks, sorry. And
Coming down your eye.
yeah. And I was like, no, ring the hospital. So, I couldn't get an ambulance. So I rang my sister. And before I left, I was like, chuck me a wreck of them beers, boys. I'm going to the hospital. So I took a pile of beers.
Carry on.
Took a pile of beers. Got thrown in my sister's car, got taken to the hospital. And I was in there for 10 hours.
Yeah.
But I was having a ball of a time.
Because your
I was
tins with you.
I had my tins, I was blocked, but I found out the next day they were all 0-0s. Because they were like, "You're too hammered." So they give me 0-0s, and I was like, yeah.
Oh my God.
That was great. Do you know what though?
That was a good night.
Video did well. Did wonders for my crew.
Oh Jesus, there you go. It is funny because it's the wee twirl. It's just the sort of
We
it's
twirl,
like the-
give it 2 of these, went boom, and then just broke my ankle.
But it was worth it for the views.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my God.
It was a great time. It's one of my most cherished memories, like, for sure. I swear.
And are your feet all right now? Do they both face the same
Do
way?
you know what? They're bizarrely, yeah, I'm all right.
Because I broke my wrist drunk at a wedding 2 years ago, and my wrist
Who
will
did you
never...
punch, Fraser?
Who did I Barman, what do you mean it's closed? No, I was trying to do a Russian tea dance in the middle of the dance
Is
floor.
that
You know, where your legs go out like this.
Yes.
So I thought I was the crack, but it was like the focus was on, it was two brides actually. So the focus was on the brides, and I was like, that's enough of that. My turn.
Oh my God, that was so weird.
I was like, there seems to be a tension for sale. So I got into the middle of the circle and started doing a Russian tea dance.
Oh my God.
Wasn't my finest hour.
But
But then I had to go to A&E and in my whole wedding gear.
Oh, amazing.
And you know, it's after you've been drinking for 12 hours. So I was like, guys, I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. And my hand
hanging by a string.
my hand was pointing the wrong way. I was like, fine. Just got a hangover. But yeah, somehow actually being drunk got me through that.
Do you know what? Yeah.
Because it was such a blur by the end. Like it was hard on, like Fraser had to listen to me wailing as they had to like pull my wrist back into place. What is that called? Realign it.
Yes.
So there was about 4 or 5 nurses had to hold. I was like one of those like bears that gets loose in the zoo. Like,
tasering you and stuff.
Yeah. I actually had bruises on my arms from being held down.
Oh my
Because
God.
they held me down, and then 2 others had to pull my hand, pull it like this and get it back into place. And they gave me a wee vape, like
Did
sort
they really?
of
Morphine vape?
it's not morphine. It's the most amazing thing, and it begins with P, and it's like some woman, the doctor probably was like some woman. The waitress came over and she went. And she said, it's basically like, you'll feel like you've had like a bottle of wine within 10 minutes. And I was like, great.
Sign me up.
And within 10 minutes I felt great. And then as soon as you stop puffing on it, you feel completely normal again.
Oh,
so they use it all the time for like...
That sounds fantastic.
It was brilliant.
I need one of those right now.
I was like, I need another one. Just put it in my bag. But why did I tell you that? Yes, I was empathising with your broken ankles.
Yes.
That's why.
Drugs are class is what you were getting at.
Well, no, of course not. Oh no, it was being drunk gets you through hard times.
No, for real. Yeah, that seems to be the
I
moral.
opened the gig for the alcoholics. I find alcohol has got me through some of the darkest times.
So I can't relate, but whatever. Here.
Here's a wee song. Right, I was going to ask you a would you rather. Hang on now. Right. Would you rather, these are meant to be embarrassing, okay? So
okay, great, yeah.
Which embarrassing thing would you rather do?
Let's get on to it.
Would you rather have to announce every time you need to fart or every time you're turned on?
Oh.
Announce it. No matter where you are.
I would, do you know what? Just, yeah, probably fart, you know, because unless you're in a bus, you're like, everybody, I'm horny. Just, you know, we've got 3 more hours left. Let's see where this goes.
It's the idea of just being like, I'm turned on. Just like announcing it in the middle of a sentence. Your job interview. Sorry, I'm very turned on right now.
Giving a eulogy. Wee bit turned on, but we'll get through it. Don't know why.
Oh, God.
Not the only stiff thing in here. Hey.
I had, this is truly embarrassing. I have this horrible flashback of when I used to work in quite a small organisation, right? So the building we worked in, it's not about being turned on, it's about farting. I was in one tiny wee office and there was only like 3 other members of staff and I thought everybody had gone home.
Oh,
right?
great, yeah.
And I was just sat in my office by myself and I was like finishing off some emails and then needed to fart and didn't bother. I was like, well, there's nobody here. So I can't describe to you how loud this was. It was like a proper sort of
echoey, rubbery. A war call.
I just like the Vikings. The sort of, I don't know if
we're
that was the
taking
Vikings.
Normandy. I don't know where that or what about. I don't know anything about Normandy.
No, me neither. We're Normandy. That's
what is that?
That was World War II.
Yeah, there we go.
Storming the beaches. Anyway, it was a very loud fart, and then I just heard this other guy I work with just went, I'm away on now, okay? I actually was like, I think I'll just kill myself because I will never get over this. It couldn't possibly have been anything else or anyone else.
Yeah.
Never spoke about it. In fact, handed my notice in the next day. I was just like, I can't work here anymore. It's absolutely
It's
humiliating.
like you're just known as fart girl
Just
the
like,
rest of the thing.
she can't eat, she can't fucking control herself. But in the same place, there were loads of instruments and things, because we'd do like music sessions and stuff like that. And so there was a big open plan area that had instruments. And again, I thought everybody had gone home one day, and I decided to just sit and play the piano for a bit, because I would play the piano and whatever to relax, right?
Yep.
And I was like, the acoustics in here are great. So I started to sing a wee bit of Adele, right?
Okay.
Now I'm sitting by myself at work.
Never mind how I found.
I was getting to that big crescendo, and I was like, never mind. Oh. And I just heard this woman going, oh, sorry, I forgot my coat. She was just
Hey, no worries there, Dan.
stood behind me. But I was like banging out the piano and sort of like, like
Oh,
facing out towards the window or something. She was just like,
Surely at that point, don't announce it. Just be like,
I know. But she was like, no, it's because I saw her. And she was like, sorry, I just forgot my coat. And I was all, that's fine. I'll see you tomorrow. I was like, I have to leave. I have to leave this organisation.
I think that's a mum thing though. Like, do you know, like if me and my mate were talking about this, if something embarrassing happens, mums have to ask you about it. They can't just go, well, we'll pretend that didn't happen.
Oh, they have to
They have
point
to
it out.
announce it in the
You've
kitchen.
just pissed yourself there.
Yeah. No, like, so the weirdest one I had was, this wasn't even that long ago. So I just came in the kitchen, and Ma, in front of like Da and my sister, went, James, someone was looking up on the computer, 212 sexy men. Was that you? And I was like, no. What? And she was like, don't be looking that stuff up on the computer. Everyone else was,
Oh, my
what's going on here?
God.
It was my sister looking up a perfume for Christmas, 212 sexy men, for men. I was like, you could have just said nothing, Ma.
212. That's very specific. 12 sexy man.
James, that's about much. It's a lot of men. And
Oh, I love her.
yeah, I'm now getting flashbacks of all my embarrassing stories
Yeah.
involving search history
Search history, go
that
on.
I just didn't know how to hide as a
I suppose
child.
were you all using the same computer?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think
and you don't know yet
you don't know
clear your
what to
search
do.
history.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
the worst one I got was in school. There was like an image, like images going around cartoon pornography of like cartoon shows. And one was like a picture of Homer and Marge having sex. And I was in my house and I was like, I want to see that. So I literally just Googled Homer Simpson and Marge Simpson having sex in their bedroom. And then I was just,
In their bedroom.
I know, I was so specific, like instead of, whatever. But I was just a wee kid, and I was just, my sister was on the computer and I was just sitting at the
Just
table
after
behind
you.
her, and she just goes, James, who searched Homer and Simpson and Marge Simpson having sex in their bedroom? And I was just like, it was a pop-up that typed itself on a Google. It was a pop-up. And I was like, oh, that was one of those ones. But it's like one of those embarrassing moments that it's almost like between you and whoever
Yeah.
announced it to you, and you're like, this is so embarrassing that we're never going to bring this
Yes,
up.
this is
and it
probably
almost didn't
embarrassing.
happen.
Yeah, it's embarrassing for the person bringing it up as well.
Yeah.
Surely, if it's only you two having the discussion, be like, "Why do you want to know?"
Yeah, and so,
That's
so
embarrassing.
like those things, you're like, well, it's as if it didn't happen, because it's so weird that neither of us are going to talk about it.
We never speak about in true family style. We shall never speak of this again.
Let it come out at Christmas when everyone's drunk.
Okay, my computer's died. Oh no, here it is. Oh, that's not a very good one. Oh well, I'll ask you anyway. Would you rather call your boss mum or dad, depending, or hug your friend from behind and realize it's a stranger?
Ooh, my friend.
Hug your friend from behind and realize it's a stranger.
Well, maybe the boss thing, to be honest, because just hugging some randomer in the street would, I imagine, not go well. Do you know what I mean? Have you ever done anything like that?
Again, I've already told this story, but I haven't hugged someone from behind, but I've done that a lot where I've thought it's my friend,
Yeah.
and you'll say something that you think is hilarious, and it's just a complete stranger. So I
Yeah.
did it with I'm going to just repeat myself again in Amsterdam. This was a different time though. This was when I was visiting a friend of mine called
Okay.
Ruth. Hello, Ruth.
Your
And,
yearly trip to Amsterdam.
My yearly to go and see
dirty
live,
dog.
my live sessions. Just gin and tonic, please, and a pack of crisps.
Oh, Teresa, you're back.
Just getting my card stamped, like 10th visit.
Next time it's free.
And no, we were in a museum actually, which I didn't want to be in. So we'd gone to the Van Gogh Museum
Yes.
with all the expressionist paintings. And
I do art and I don't even know.
Well, there you go. She was standing.
Impressionist.
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 What did I say? Expressionist? I am very tired. I do apologise. So who are the Impressionist painters? Come on.
Oh God, no! I don't know anything
you
about.
said you did
I
art.
can doodle a bit, and I used to paint, but I
Okay.
know the history of nothing.
All right. Well, so there's Van Gogh and Monet and some other
Okay.
people, right? I have
Okay.
to tell you that because this is why I thought I was being funny. I saw my friend standing at a painting and I went up behind her and literally put my face into her ear and went, Monet, 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 like this. And it was a young man with long blonde hair.
It's just like,
It's just, but it's because I was like, if this was him, I was like, money, 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 like practically pressing my lips into his neck. He was terrified. Like he really was just like, didn't even say anything. He just looked at me and walked away. And I was like, I had to like go and find her. I was like, I'll be outside. I can't be in here. I have to stand outside.
can you
I'm
imagine he just
dying.
turned around and was like, money.
Well, then I would have married him on the spot. I would have been like, you get
You're
me.
the one, like.
You get me.
Yeah.
I could have gone with a different one. Well, I don't know if there's any others.
No, I would never hug someone in the street because, like, I'm so afraid of forgetting people's names. People I literally know for years.
I know.
Sometimes my brain will go, that might not be their name, lad.
I'm
So
exactly the same.
even like, see, like I'm working in the hospital. Like, see if I even see people I know, but I'm like,
especially
it might
in
not
that
be them.
especially out of context, I
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
find you see if somebody, especially if you're at work and you're not expecting to see like a comedian or whoever you know walking in, that's I'll be my brain just has a wee sort of
Yeah, I'll just blankly stare at someone
And I'll
I've
be
known
like-
for years and be like,
I'll always recognize them. I'm really good at remembering faces, so
Yeah.
I'll know I know them. But I can't get over people. I'm so paranoid about that happening to somebody else. Like I'll say hello to somebody and go, "Hi, yeah, it's me, Teresa. Remember me?" I'll always tell them who I am. Like if it's not just like don't say it in the mornings to Fraser. Hello, Fraser, it's me, Teresa.
we're married.
We're married. No, but if it's someone I've not seen for like 10, 15 years, I'll go over and say, "Hiya, do you remember we used to work together?" But I won't just go, "Well, hello, do you remember me?"
Yeah,
And just
I hate
have
those
that,
people.
well.
Yeah.
That's not on.
Yeah, no, I know. But like I said, I was saying to you, like I work in the hospital and it's like it's the worst place
Yeah.
to work when you like run into people, you know? Because for the first few months, I'd be like, "Hey, how's it going?" And they'd be like, "Not good, man." I'd be like,
Things are not going well.
All right, there's Will Deal on in the cantinos here. I'm just like, I'm out of here.
Is this you see your friend being wheeled into theatre? You're like, "Hey, what are you doing? Hey!"
What's new, mate? Like, lost my legs, like.
I know, any crack.
Yeah.
What's new?
So now I'm always just like,
I know.
yes. I'm like, hello.
You could be
I
like
just stick by hello.
You could be like those clown doctors,
Yeah.
know, being brought in to sort of like cheer up the patients when they just throw their bedpan at you. Like,
Do you know what? It is kind of like that. Like you're just like I just do the cleaning and you are, and sometimes you're just like, hey, you just be like, it is good fun, yeah.
I'd say
Do you
you'd be
enjoy
good
it?
at that. You'd be good at that. Okay, one more. Hang on. Again, this is gone. Well, this is kind of the same as what we were just talking about, but would you rather get caught practicing how to twerk or get caught talking to yourself in the mirror?
That the second one has happened to me.
Talking to yourself in the mirror?
Rapping into the mirror aggressively.
Oh, rapping?
Yeah. Like rapping aggressively with like pure attitude and
What, were you sort of like doing like a 8 Mile type thing?
yeah. So like me and my friend were pre-drinking at his house, and it was like we just started being friends from sixth form, and he just went to the bathroom and like Eminem, like there was Eminem or something was playing, and I was just
Yeah.
in the mirror like fucking giving it stacks, like fucking lose yourself in the mute, like, and then turn around, he was just standing, he just let me go, he's just standing there like, and I just was like, hey, do you know what I mean? Like, I was like, I know you're supposed to crack, man.
Oh God! I know it's the at least if the person who catches you is laughing, that's fine. But if they're just standing,
Just like-
it's like, well, this has gotten
I
10
want you to
times
leave
worse.
my house.
That's not so bad as he didn't catch you in the mirror, just being like, you are a strong, beautiful.
Oh, can you
woman.
imagine?
A strong, beautiful woman.
You're a strong, beautiful woman, James. Don't let anybody tell you different.
You've
No!
got this. You've got this. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
your show is on the 20.
The 9th of
I've already
October,
forgotten.
2025. You were
That's
nearly
the
there.
2025.
Yeah,
The 9th of
this year.
October in the America. No, not
The
in
Ulster Sports Club. On Earth.
Is it? I got that wrong. It's on there. I'm just so tired at the minute. What's wrong with me? So we'll cut that out. So, James,
I'll leave it
your show is on the 9th of
the
October
9th of October
in the Ulster Sports
in
Club.
the Ulster Sports Club.
Get the tickets
on
now.
a Thursday. Get the tickets. Link in my bio, lad.
Oh no, I hope it's brilliant. And if I don't get, I would like to come down and actually see it. But if not, then I'll get to see the.
Just get to see the wee
video.
clips and all that there kind of stuff. Yes.
And go and watch his clips online. They're so funny. I was just watching one I hadn't seen before last night of you doing the delivery, the culture delivery driver for the what is it? The
They
gay
worked.
takeaway.
So it was a culture that got a job at a gay takeaway called Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
And he's just trying to do all that. He's like, yes, Queen, how's your cotton? I mean, we love serving you cunts. I mean, serving you cunt. That kind of shit. And I was going to do a series. The next place he's going to work is Dick Fillet. So that's going to be the next spot.
It's the wee reactions to reading the script out when you're going, God bless us.
Like I'm saying, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I love it. Thank you so much for making me feel better.
That was a lot of fun, yeah.
Yay!
Thank you for having me down.
I'm your favourite auntie.
Absolutely. You should actually come to a family party with my aunties and our family. You would have a fucking ball.
I would love it.
Yeah. I'll bet you the next one.
Okay.